In a place of beautiful valleys and green hills, there once lived a young woman named Angela. People would say her heart was bigger than the village itself, and that was both her greatest strength and the very thing that nearly destroyed her. Angela was known across the village for her kindness and hard work. She worked the fields, cooked, cleaned, fetched water, and helped her parents with the animals. But the thing Angela loved most was a young man named Colin. He was handsome and charming. Many wealthy men came asking for Angela's hand, farm owners, traders, and merchants from neighboring villages. But she rejected them all because Angela believed one thing: love is more important than wealth. And to her, Colin was love. Angela treated Colin like a husband long before marriage. After finishing her chores, she'd rush to his house and cook for him, wash his clothes, clean his compound, and if he needed money, she gave it. If he needed food, she brought it. Soon, Colin stopped working entirely. Why should he? Angela provided everything. Her friends began to worry. One evening, her closest friend Nala warned her, "Angela, this is not love. A man who truly loves you can't treat you like that. You won't understand." Angela said, when two people love each other, they carry each other's burdens. She did not realize she was carrying all of them alone. One evening, Colin came to her with a new idea. He spoke of the great city beyond the hills. He said there were jobs there, opportunities, and money, but he needed something first. He needed money for the journey, a lot of it, more money than Angela had ever held in her hands. At first she hesitated, but Colin promised her something. "When I return, I will build us a home and marry you officially." Those words stirred Angela, and she did the unthinkable. She borrowed money, sold her jewelry and belongings, and she even took money her parents had saved. When she had finally gathered the money, she placed it in Colin's hands and said, with tears in her eyes, "Go, build our future. Go." Colin left for the city the next morning. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and months turned into a year. No letters, no message, and no return. Villagers began whispering, but Angela still told herself, "He will come back," he promised, with tears in her eyes. Then, one afternoon, he did. The whole village gathered to see Colin's return. He arrived in fine clothes, expensive shoes, and beside him stood a woman, dressed like a city queen, his wife. Seeing them together, Angela felt the world collapse beneath her feet. She ran toward him, tears in her eyes. "Collins, you came back." But he looked at her with cold eyes. Then he laughed. "Angela, did you really think I would marry a poor village girl like you?" The crowd gasped as he continued cruelly. "You were useful when I needed you, but now I belong to a better life. My standards have changed. Can't you see?" he asked as he walked away, leaving Angela standing there, broken. For days, Angela could not work. She cried herself to sleep. She hid from everyone, for she blamed herself for her calamity, and she wished she had listened. But one day, slowly, something inside her changed. One morning she stood up, wiped her tears, and said, "If my kindness made me poor, then my hard work will make me strong." Angela returned to the fields, but this time she worked smarter and harder. She grew crops, but others ignored. She began selling uncommon vegetables in the market, then grain, and then livestock. Years passed as her small business became the largest in the region. Now Angela owned more stalls than anyone. People traveled from other towns and villages to trade with her. Her name became respected across the whole region. Meanwhile, Colin's life in the city fell apart. The money he once had disappeared. He spent it foolishly. Business failed. And the woman he married? She left him the moment the money was gone, poor and desperate. Colin returned to the village, and as he walked through the market, something shocked him. The biggest stall in the market had a large sign with Angela's name on it, and there she stood, confident and successful. Surrounded by workers, Colin approached her nervously. "Amina, maybe we could talk. I made mistakes, but maybe we could start again." Angela smiled gently. Then she said something the whole market would remember. "When I loved you, I had nothing but my heart. Then you left me, and I discovered my strength and purpose." Then she turned back to her work and walked away. Colin stood there, realizing he had not just lost a woman, he had lost the greatest blessing of his life. From that day forward, people in the village told a story about a woman who loved deeply, but learned something even greater. Never give your future to someone who refuses to build one with you. Thanks for watching this wonderful story about love and sacrifice. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales like these.